So today is the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of this. And today's video is me telling you guys my thoughts about 9/11 and telling you guys my story of 9/11, right? Personally, I wasn't born when 9/11 happened. In fact, I was born in 2004, so like 3 years after 9/11 happened. Um, and I'll be telling you guys my parents' story, telling you guys what I think about 9/11 and all the horrible stuff that has came from this horrible event in American history. So I guess I should tell you guys what happened in case some of you guys are really young and don't know what 9/11 is. So 20 years ago, Al-Qaeda, a terrorist group, hijacked 4 airplanes. Right, these airplanes. Al-Qaeda, by the way, is a terrorist group that is Muslim, and they don't believe in the stuff that we believe here in the United States. Right, we have women rights, we have freedom of speech, basically all the stuff that bad guys don't really like, basically, right? And this terrorist group, right, part of Al-Qaeda from Afghanistan, doesn't really believe in all that stuff. And they hate America so bad, and that's the reason why they commit terrorist attacks on the United States, is because they don't like us, and they don't like our way of life here in the United States. So this terrorist group called Al-Qaeda came to the United States, right? They hijacked 4 airplanes. One airplane flew into the World Trade Center, the North Tower, and one airplane crashed into the South Tower of the Twin Towers. And the third plane crashed into the Pentagon. The 4th airplane crashed in a field of Pennsylvania. What happened is that plane, nobody knows where this airplane was going to, but it was on its way to Washington, D.C. So it can either fly this airplane into the White House or into the U.S. Capitol building. But the passengers on board that airplane knew what was going on, and it was able to try to take the airplane back, but as a result, the airplane crashed in a field in Pennsylvania. So all those heroes on that flight were technically heroes, and God bless them. That's what I'm going to say there. But 9/11 has been this horrible attack, and it really shocked the world. Not just the United States, but 9/11 shocked the whole world, right? And the stories I heard from people that were there it sounded real. That's what I'm going to say. You can sense the fear from them, right? Because honestly, it's like a normal average day, then suddenly you look on the news and you see these airplanes flying into these towers, and it's super crazy. And what you gotta understand is, at the very beginning, a lot of people thought this was an accident, right? A lot of people thought it was a bombing attack, and when there was rumors that an airplane crashed, they thought it was a small propeller plane, not a commercial jet, right? And many people thought, okay, well, it's a commercial jet, so it must be an accident. Why would anyone purposely fly an airplane into a tower, right? So a lot of people assumed that it was an accident, right? And then suddenly another airplane came out of nowhere and smacked into the other tower. And it was just super crazy hearing these stories. And they knew it was terrorists, too. They knew it was terrorists, right? And then a few minutes after that, I don't know how much time after that, but another airplane, right, flew into the Pentagon, which is the military headquarters of the United States military, right? And the Pentagon's really important, so after all that happened, the United States sent out this order to ground all flights. Basically, what happened is that after the second tower got hit, all airplanes were ordered to come and land at the airports. And it's just really crazy. If you look up online of 9/11 flight tracker or something like that, if you see all these airplanes, right, they were in the sky, and after 9/11, these airplanes suddenly, they dropped out of the map because they were landing. It's super crazy that the U.S. pressed this button or gave out this order and made all these airplanes come back and land on airports, because they didn't know what other airplanes would be hijacked and used as missiles, basically. And that is just, very scary that had to happen. And what else is crazy is that there were U.S. fighter jets, right? After the 9/11 after the first or second tower has been hit, these jets were in the air patrolling New York, right? Because they were guarding and they were circling New York, making sure everything's okay. One pilot, right, assigned to destroy the one airplane headed to Washington, D.C., right? He got in his airplane so quick, and they sent him out so quick, they didn't even have time to put missiles or armament on it. And he has been given orders to fly his airplane into the other airplane, right? But luckily, the passengers already did that and brought the airplane down by themselves, so they didn't have to do that. But it's really crazy that really had to happen. And across this country, everybody, and not just the country, but the whole world, everyone was glued to their screens watching this event unfold, basically, right? I know school teachers, right? School teachers would bring out those carts where, you know, those the TVs on the mobile cart, right? They moved that into there, and the teachers literally made their students watch it. And the interesting thing is that these teachers never shut off. And the teachers never shut off this video clip, and everyone was just shocked. And even teachers that, you know, have a problem with people wearing hoodies and all that type of stuff and ripped jeans, right? They let this happen. They let the students watch this event unfold, being completely shocked, right? Honestly, that's something I would never expect, but it happened. Like, everyone was completely shocked, right? My mom and dad, they were there too, and they had some interesting stories. My mom, she was asleep when the first and second towers were hit, but when she woke up, she went into the living room because she has friends or family that were telling her to wake up. She goes into the living room, and they looked on the news and they saw the first tower fail, basically, and she remembers it being a unreal experience, right? My dad, he was coming back from Boise or whatever, not Boise, but I live in Idaho, so my dad was in Boise, Idaho, the capital of Idaho, and he was near the airport driving by, and you would see these airplanes, like lots of them in formation, coming and landing, and the airport was getting so packed, they had to start parking airplanes on the taxiways, right? And it was super crazy on how that was happening, where that my dad saw all that happen unfold, right? And it's not just that, right? There's a lot more interesting 9/11 stories, because the strangest thing about 9/11 is that everyone that was there during 9/11 remembers everything vividly, right? They remember what they were doing when it happened, when the airplanes were attacked, right? It's like honestly super interesting when I go up to teachers and say, hey, where were you 9/11? And they will tell me their story, right? Like, they would tell me that they were, like, in the airport, or they were watching it, or something. And I don't know. It's just really crazy asking those questions and getting the answers. I don't remember a lot of the stories that they told me, but it was really interesting. And honestly, 9/11 made a lot of heroes, honestly, because people, even though there was a lot of people paralyzed when what happened, a lot of people became heroes, right? They went into the towers. I'm not talking about the firefighters. The firefighters are heroes too, but I'm talking about normal people that are like office workers inside the Twin Towers, right? This one person went up the air, he disobeyed orders. Apparently, there was orders inside the second tower which said that everyone stay in your seats, everyone stay at your desks, do not move. This one guy told them to evacuate, and after they evacuate, he goes back up to save more people. He sent more people. Then the tower was hit, and he died, and he never left that tower. And honestly, it's such a so unreal experience when this event happened, honestly. And I really hope that nothing like this ever happens again, honestly. And at the end of this 9/11 event and disaster, the U.S. entered into a 20-year-long war, right? America fought this war, the longest war ever. That recently came to an end after the Taliban, took over Kabul, whatever that one the place is. But it's just really interesting, and honestly, it's just such a sad experience that this had to happen. So anyways, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not gonna have this video monetized, and if I do monetize this video, it's probably gonna be a fundraiser. But even then, as the nature of this video, YouTube probably won't monetize it. But if I'm able to make this video monetized, I'll make sure to set it up as a fundraiser. So so my money can go to, like, I don't know, a charity or something, like a military charity or something. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless God bless America, and God bless to all the people that died that day. Anyways, see ya. Peace.